In the previous video, we've been using the min-max function to create column tracks. For example, when we've been using something like min-max 200 pixels and 1 FR, here I'm using it with the repeat function to create 3 column tracks. Well, you can notice if you resize the viewport, grid items start to overflow. So how can you solve this? Well, you can do some media queries. You'll do something like when the viewport is smaller than 600 pixels, you set, for example, only 2 column tracks, and if it is smaller than 400 pixels, you'll set only 1 column track. Well, you can do this, but with CSS Grid layouts, you can set items to automatically wrap and adjust to fit their container. This lets you create designs that respond to different browsers without using media queries. You can do this using 2 keywords, autofill and autofit. So let's start off with the autofill. And so here, instead of setting a specific number of repeats, you set the keyword autofill. And now the magic happens. You just created a grid that is responsive with few lines of code. If you start resizing your viewport, you can see that it is responsive. Great. You can also use the keyword autofit. Well, it works just like the autofill keyword, but the only difference here is that autofill will create additional column tracks to fill the empty space. So if we set a small value here, using the autofill keyword will create new column tracks to fill the empty space, but using the autofit keyword will not create new column tracks. I recommend that you always use the autofill keyword instead of using the autofill keyword. That's because the autofill keyword will create some really weird results, especially when you use it with the min-max function. For instance, using the min-max 80 pixels and 1 FR will not let your grid column tracks expand to fill the free space. But if you use the autofit keyword, your column tracks will expand to fit the available space. So let's create a new responsive layout. Let's say something like repeat, autofit, min-max 200 pixels and 1 FR. And let's add new grid items. And now when we try to resize the viewport, we have a responsive layout system with just this line of code.